Are we live?
Yes.
Excellent. Hello. Thank you. Welcome to my show. Hello, everyone. Yes, it is me, Ashlee Bunney, household name. Thank you for being here. Dear Diary, my journey to becoming a household name began in 1994 at my Year 2 assembly, where I was cast as the lead of our production of Snow White and the 7 Used Car Salesman. From there, I went on to do jazz and ballet. In Year 7, I was elected prefect, where I got to speak at every assembly. In high school, I was a drama kid. I was on the student council, and I did a speech at my graduation. In my 20s, I started singing and performing musically. In my 30s, I started performing for the masses, thank you to the birth of Reels and TikToks. Last year, I even fought in a fucking white-collar boxing event in front of a ballroom full of people just because I wanted to do the walkout with my own song and lights and smoke. Yes! Cut to 2020, where obviously I couldn't perform for a bunch of people, so I did my part for the pandemic by staying in with only one person, and I must have performed so well for that person that I accidentally got pregnant. It was a harder decision than I thought to decide what to do about this pregnancy, because it wasn't someone that I was in a relationship with. Let's call him Gary, because that's his name. It was his. Ultimately, I made the decision to abort. On the day of the termination, you have a consult with the nurse before you go in, and they just make sure that you understand what you're doing and it's fully consensual. And I knew I was at the right place with the right nurse, because at the end she said, "Don't worry, you're going to be looked after here. We're at your service." On the 1-year anniversary of the termination, I just stopped sleeping. And at first I didn't know why, and this went on for a few months. And it was my friend Carrie, who's here tonight, who suggested that it might have been, around the time of the 1 year. And yes, it was to the day that I stopped sleeping. So I went to the doctors, tried a few things, nothing worked. I went in, again, saying nothing's working, and I said, "Look, I've been Dr. Googling. I think I might have a touch of what you call high-functioning anxiety." And he goes, "Yeah, I could have told you that the first moment you walked in." And I was like, "Why didn't you fucking tell me that? Because I haven't been sleeping." Anyway, so I got on some anti-anxiety meds, which I'm still on today, and from that first night they worked, and I've been sleeping fine ever since. So my body was obviously telling me that there was something still lingering, so I looked into a few things that I could do. One of the things I tried was kinesiology. I don't know if anyone here has had experience with it. I'm a massive believer. So your body knows everything that you've ever been through that you may not know cognitively. So in that first session, my body told her that as a young girl, I wasn't given the validation, the emotional validation or attention from my parents that I really craved. And yeah, I knew that was true for me, because I just involuntarily burst into tears, couldn't stop for minutes, and everything just made complete sense from there about how I've been, since that age of 7 when I first stepped on the stage. So since then, I've seen a psychologist, I've done hypnotherapy, most recently psychotherapy. I've also done a nude yoga with Rosie. So from all of this, I learned that as well as the attention seeking, it also made me really critical, have impossible standards and judgmental of others. But that's because that's how I felt about myself. So everything that we see in other people, it's because it's a mirror for us, which was eye-opening. And it's funny because obviously I want to be seen, and I have from a young age, but I have huge walls and a big facade up because I don't want people to really see me. So with all this information, a few months ago, I launched my business as a wedding celebrant and MC. So again, it's public speaking, having attention, but to me that is turning and being paid for it. Thank you. There is nothing more validating than people booking you and paying you just for you. because I am my business and my brand, and yeah, they're buying me. So it has been an interesting journey, but to me that's turning my pain into power, and yeah, it feels really, really aligned. It's also funny that this whole talk is about external validation, and I got here because I asked everyone to validate me and vote for me. And now I'm standing here hoping that you'll validate me, but if you don't, I don't care because I'm giving it to myself. So yes, this new business venture of mine, it is very, very vulnerable, but also very empowering, and I do feel like I'm flipping the script on it and, you know, turning it into good. My love life has always been live, love, laughable, and that's made a lot of sense in the last few years as well, because I've been seeking something outside of myself, and so therefore I'm not going to be attracting the right kind of people. And a lot of people that I have attracted have been emotionally unavailable. And it was a really good wake-up call to realise that's because I was very unavailable and emotionally unavailable. I've had a joke the last few years that I want to get on the middle-class white lady in her 30s motivational circuit, like just talking about, you know, the bullshit that people like me go through on a daily basis. But thanks to all of you, I am now actually a motivational speaker, so thank you very much. I'm just a girl standing in front of an audience asking for your validation. Woo! So yes, if you'd like to validate me further, follow me now to my Celebrant page or my personal. I just post total bullshit on either, so come along for the ride. Thank you for being here. I've been great.